Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Pokemon card live stream. It is July 5th. Just a few hours ago, it was July 4th. That's right, we did our fireworks. I laid around with my wife for a few hours. We had Taco Bell, it was very American. And now I'm here to open up Pokemon cards. Not missing a single day, another Pokemon card stream. How's it going, everyone? How is it going for you? I got a piece of mail today. Actually, I was really surprised. It was FedEx mail, I think. Was it FedEx? No. Today was Saturday, right? Let me see. Or yesterday was Saturday. Yeah, no. This was just regular mail. Okay. So I got a piece of mail from... Who was it from? Something Scott, right? This was Jeffrey Scott. Okay. And he sent me a bunch of cards. I don't know if he's watching, but I don't think this is a gift. My guess is he's going to ask me to grade these. I think that's what's going to happen. So they did arrive, in case he's watching, or in case he needs to contact me. Also, Mary mentioned that she paid the tab. I need to go look that up. She had a little tab going. And I still haven't looked it up. So let's see. I don't see it. Interesting. Maybe if I go to donation history. Why don't we do that real fast? I'm not seeing it. I better contact her. Oh, there it is. Oh, I found it. It was almost 2 days ago. Cool. When can I purchase a good booster pack for retail with chances of good cards? I know, right? I know. No good cards allowed. How much was it? 36. There we go. Nice. Mom! How's it going, Supreme Boy? How's it going, everyone? Did you have a nice 4th of July? Welcome back to the Card live stream. We'll just have a nice little quiet live stream. These are the after hours. This is Adult Swim. Pretty late at night, actually. It is 12:51, which means it's almost 1 a.m. for me, which means it would be 2 a.m. in New York and 11 p.m. in California. Though a lot of you guys are from California. I know that from the shipping. A lot of people from Texas, a lot of people from California. Two main places. How's it going, Harry M? How's it going, everybody? Adult Swim, that's right. Hey, I'm in Chicago, same time. That's right. How was your 4th? Well, you know, my wife woke me up early, and I spent like half the day trying to wake up, and then I gave up and I took a nap. But then we ran off together to go watch the fireworks display down by the river. There's always a big display. And so we watched that, and then we went for a little walk. We got Taco Bell, like I mentioned earlier. We watched some TV. So it was pretty relaxed. It's not too hard. It's, very, very relaxed. Also, we went to one of our favorite places to go for a walk just to see if they would shoot fireworks, but apparently they don't shoot fireworks in that area. Isn't that weird? 4th of July always meant shooting fireworks in your neighborhood, and it's hard to believe that there's so many neighborhoods now that they just don't allow fireworks. It's really crazy. It's our heritage. No. Read Jennifer's comment. Let's see. What did Jennifer say? How much for grading my cards that arrive under my husband's name? Okay, so Jennifer, you're saying that these are yours, right? I think she's saying these are hers. Is there any other New Jersey people here? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you got 9 cards. You just multiply this by 18. So 9 times 18, 162 to have the whole set graded. 162. Can't really see them too well either. Yeah, 162 to grade this lot. Do you have any shiny Charizards? I do actually, yeah, I have a few of them. I have one that's getting ready to go out for grading. Hold on, let me see, is he in this handful? There he is. So I have this one, he's gonna be sent off for grading soon. And then I have a few back here. Give me a moment. Got my little Charizard box. box full of just Charizards. Got this one. And these two. I think I have one more. Is he hiding? Oh, I didn't show this off. I got something to show off, guys. Give me a second. Let me show it off. Forgot to tell you guys this. Really important piece of mail arrived. I have another Shining Charizard somewhere. I don't know where he's at right now. He probably got displaced. Actually, it happens all the time. They get displaced all the time. But yeah, so I've got this one. I've got 4 of these, actually. I don't know where the last one's at. And then I have 2 of these. Check this out.
Grade and tip.
Grade and tip. Ah, thanks. Hey, mister. Happy 4th. Thank you very much, Brian. All right, so how many we need? We need 9 of them. We got 3. 4. See, I ran out of card savers. Heading out, Angel. See you later, Angel. I know it's pretty late, guys. It's nighttime stream for sure. So I'm just unsleeving these and saving the cards to the side. When I get more sleeves, I'll just re-sleeve them. Got lots of cards. Be saving all of these. Oops. Toss them up here. Man, my wife are pretty serious about moving to Scotland. And but we looked up the price, not the price, we looked up the taxes they pay, and we discovered they pay ridiculous taxes. All right, so there's 9. Actually, we looked up a lot of places in Europe. They all pay really high taxes. All right, here we go. Let's start getting these cards out. I guess I'll slice them all first, and then we'll start getting them out. Do this a little systematically. How much caffeine can you pump into a man before he explodes? Actually, I think you can overdose on caffeine. I think I read that once.
Hidden Fates 10, please, sir.
Hidden Fates 10. Sounds good. Let me finish trimming the top of these. Yeah, I was looking at their tax rate. I was really shocked. I was like, holy. Suddenly I had a lot more appreciation for living in America, because it feels like you actually have a shot at getting wealthy over here. You know what I mean? Why are you using a blade? Because the top of these were all taped so that the card couldn't fall out, and then we use a blade to uncut the tape. So let me set this to the side for now. We've got plenty of time to get that done. We'll do this in a moment. Let me get that tin first, okay? Okay, this is my Charizard, so we'll place them up here for now. And you guys saw these, right? So these are going for like 3,500 now. I bought the first one for 770 and the next one for about 850. Pretty good. Because right after I bought the second one, they really started to move in price. And the funny thing is, it took like 4 months for this to arrive. It was stuck behind COVID, and it finally arrived. This Charizard did. It took a really long time. I was scared that it was lost. Kind of like Mary. She's waiting for her cards to show up. But I thought it was lost, but it finally arrived. Whew. Crisis averted. Let me take this off the table. Anyways, yeah, so my wife and I, we're pretty serious about wanting to move to the UK or to Scotland, but we learned more about their taxes, and we're like, well, guess we'll just stay here. Not going to do that. That's not good. I don't know how people do it, man. I would be like mad at my government. I'd be like, why are you taking so much? So let's see who this is for, too. Toss this. Oops. Sorry about that, Kitty. Kitty's in her little seat under the chair. You know, it's a great time to appreciate living in America, and with all of the unrest and the protests and the upcoming election, it's kind of maybe it's a little more cynical living here, but dude, the taxes here are so good. If you want to start a business and try to be successful and actually have wealth, you can't beat it. It is actually really low. You actually have a chance of being wealthy in America. And I feel like that would be much harder to accomplish in a place that punishes you so badly for becoming wealthy. I just looked at it, I was like shocked. I was like, Jesus, can't do that, man. Nice. Brooklet Hill full art. Very nice. Wow. I'm ready to rake a Latreon across the coals. That's right, a Latreon's coming to Monster Hunter World, guys. If you're a fan of Monster Hunter, it's my gaming channel. We play a lot of Monster Hunter in gaming on my gaming channel. Just moved to Iceland. Yeah, my wife joked about moving to Iceland. But we want to move to a place where if we're successful, they don't punish you for being successful. You know what I mean? People, people who really dislike people who are maybe more successful in life. And I can understand like maybe like the ultra uber billionaires like Jeff Bezos, but it's not really Jeff Bezos who's getting killed in a place like Scotland. It's actually just your doctors and your lawyers and maybe your engineers, right? Because we were looking at the taxes. If you earn over 43,000 pounds per year, your tax rate shoots up to 41%. That's like just shy of half of all you're earning at that point. Now, I know it's like staggered, so it's anything up to 43 and then it drops to like 20 something. But that's so much. Like if you're going to be a specialist and you're skilled in, being a doctor or a lawyer or whatever good paying job you have, you're going to get punished so much over a certain point. It just makes you not want to. And the argument also is, well, free healthcare, free education. But I actually don't like free healthcare and free education. I like paying for my own stuff, and then I like not having to pay that much taxes for my whole life, you know? Look at this. This is so cool. See that little Magikarp in there? God, that's so beautiful. But you see what I'm saying? People are always like, oh, well, I want free education. I want free healthcare. And I get that. That's especially appealing to people who are poor or young. The thing is, you end up paying those taxes your whole life. And you don't break even, is my point. In Europe, they'll say something along the lines of, well, you break even, right? You don't break even. Not if you're paying high taxes over the whole course of your life. What you're really doing is you're paying into a welfare system. And I don't hate all welfare. I just, I can tell you I'm not moving to Scotland now. Maybe we'll move there after. This is the funny thing. So my wife had talked about this with me. Maybe my wife and I will move to Scotland after we've already retired. So that's what we were thinking. Retire to Scotland. But not actually, you know what I mean? Hit me. H-I-B. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the kitchen. You know, I was talking about this subject in my my main Discord in the announcements, because sometimes I like to share my thoughts. Was it in the announcements? I can't remember. Well, anyways, here, let me get this open. Oh man, hidden totes. They're expensive. Good luck, cheese. Hopefully a Charizard. Place that right there. By the way, did you guys see this from yesterday? Look at that Cap JP pulling that Lugia. Anyways, dying at the ripe old age of 69. My wife and I have some of the best kind of expat jobs. So if we move to Scotland, that would really benefit Scotland because we wouldn't be taking anyone's job. We would be bringing 2 jobs in. See what I'm saying? I know you don't want that Gyarados cheese, so I just tossed it up there. She's a full remote software engineer, and I'm a YouTuber. So I just bring my YouTube work with me wherever I go. So we would literally be bringing 2 jobs into the Scottish economy. But we're not going to go if we just have to pay more taxes. You know what I mean? It's like, it just wouldn't make any sense for us to do that. It's not like the quality of living in America is terrible. The quality of living is a first world country. We like Scotland. That's why we're interested in it. Not going to give up a bunch of money to just to move there, though. I think it's definitely something worth thinking about, because let me tell you something. If America ever had as much taxes as Scotland, we'd leave in a heartbeat. It would be time to pack up our bags and go. And the difference is not even small, man. There's a huge tax difference between Scotland and America. In America, you pay like 24% taxes over like $160,000 a year income. It's not even close. It's so much lower. It's literally like half of what you're going to pay in Scotland. It not only is it half, but it kicks in at a later amount too. Is a massive difference. You keep way more of your money. And yeah, you have to pay for your own health care. You have to pay for, but by the way, she gets health care through her employer already. So we're covered on health care. So that's already part of her, you see what I'm saying? And yes, nutty man. Nutty man, if you're in Scotland, you should just move here. Come over here and bring your Scottishness with you. All right, here we go. So you got Dartrix cheese. I'm afraid there's nothing else. You got the Dartrix, and that was it. That was a tough tin there. Wow, why do I feel like you get more of the tough tins, Cheese? Cheese says, gee. Sorry, Cheese. Cheese, I knew you were going to be disappointed. Let's see. I got you that free Charmander. I don't want to hear it. Look at that. You see that? You got that for free. I don't want to hear it. Here we go. Bunch of Defense and Divine Blessing going the only way. Oh. For a Latreon. I wonder if people will be, I wonder if people will be building Divine Blessing at all when he comes out. Then all the people who hated me for suggesting Divine Blessing might work against him. They can suck my nuts.
Lost Thunder.
So we need to take care of Jaquez and we need to take care of Michael M. But I tell you what, let's not go any further. Let's go ahead and take care of Jennifer. Jennifer did pay for this first. Let's go ahead and get this done now. Take a moment and get this out of the way. Oops.
Cosmic, please.
Haven't played Monster Hunter Wild. Stopped right before Safi Poopy came out. You didn't miss much with the Safi Poopy, in my opinion. My man, come to Turkey. All right, packing my bags on the way to Turkey. My wife and I, we looked at several places. We looked at Germany. We both have German heritage, my wife and I. So we thought about Germany. We've thought about Hungary. We thought about Russia. We looked up Russia. I did not know this. Even in Russia, they pay a pretty decent amount of taxes. And even in China, they pay a pretty decent amount of taxes. We looked up China out of curiosity, not because we want to move there, but because we're curious. They do. They pay plenty of taxes in China. America's really a special place when it comes to paying less money to your government. You get to keep more of your own money. So all those people who are complaining, oh, we should have socialized health care, you're missing the part where you get to keep your own money. So when you're sick, yeah, you have to pay for your own health care. And hopefully we find a way to get it cheaper in the United States because it's extra expensive here. But it's a good thing that you get to make.
Please and keep reverse holos, please, sir.
Sounds good. It's a good thing that you get to keep more of your own money and make your own decisions, especially for young people. That's so important because you need that time while you're young and healthy to invest your money and get rich. And then when you're rich, you can turn around and take care of your healthcare needs. You know what I mean? But if the government just taxes all your money away, you never have a chance to get wealthy. And people will argue, well, you know, what we find is that people don't invest their money, they don't save up for health care. But it's like, why punish successful people in your society for people who won't do what they need to be doing? It just, you know, you're more free when you have your own money and you have to be a big boy and make your own money choices, like saving up for health care. We have a lot of charity in America too, by the way. Americans are very charitable. We help each other out. If I guess your middle name, will you give me a free hibbin? All right, go for it. Cheese says, more hib for cheese. My middle name is Nikolai. All right, let me go ahead and get these submitted into the PSA request for Jennifer. I'm going to take them with me over here to the laptop. Whoa, where's my cat? She's going to get run over one day. James? No, that's not my middle name. All right, so let's see. I figured you actually knew my middle name, and that's why you were asking for the game. So let's say under PSA requests, we want to open up Jennifer. Give cheese hib hashtag. So let's see. This is going to be Gardevoir EX. You know what? She's the only one with the Gardevoir EX, so we'll just leave it at that. What about these birds? Were there two of the birds? No, just the one of the birds. Okay. So the birds. Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, Secret Rare, Hib. The problem is we're not taught well enough when it comes to money and how it's going to be when we leave home. Yeah, my wife and I were talking about that again today with each other. We're really disappointed in the public school system. That's going to be Hib. I don't even know his first name. Forget the middle one. My middle name is Alexander. Alexander. Cosmic. You got another Moltres Zapdos, but it's the full art, huh? So Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, full art, Hib. Mewtwo, Mew, GX, Unified Minds. Then we have in number 7 is going to be Espeon, Hibin, Espeon Full Art, Hib, Japanese. And fine. Oh, wait, there's 2 more. So number 8 is going to be Articuno, Full Art, Hib. And the last one is going to be Snorlax, VMAX, Full Art, Sword and Shield base. Got it. All right, you are in, Jennifer. Thank you so much. We'll be sending these off, and they'll be coming all back as 10s. Congratulations. All 10s, guaranteed. We're about ready for another PSA submission. I can tell by the size of this, it's about full. So that'll be exciting. Throw this off to the side. Okay, so what happened last? Somebody bought some Pokemans. We have Jaquez, who wants 5 Hib-de-libs. Let's get them Hibs. Let's get them Hibbity-Bibbities. Hibbity-Boppity-Boo. Here we are. Okay, so let's see what we can get. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have you ordered more mines? I did order more unified mines. There was this Canadian distributor I bought from, and he canceled on me. So I had to go looking again, and it took me a while. But we got a little bit more Hibs coming. I got to get more than a little more, though. Hibs is moving up in price pretty hard, unfortunately. Yeah, Hibs is on the move. 4, They all are. I mean, it makes sense too because this is an old set. Vince says, ah, man. I know, right? All of the older sets from Sword. Oh, what do we got here? You got a full, or you got a secret rare. Nice. Netball. That's probably one of the best item cards you can get, dude. Dude, so lucky. So lucky. You just got all your money back for sure right here. That looks like a clean 10 right there. Wow, terrific pull. Look at that. Oh, man, I'm going to have to steal that from you. That and the Lugia. Look at that. Two very hot cards getting pulled. Wow. Netball and Lugia both getting pulled. Crazy. There's a reverse holo Moltres. Why don't I sleeve that up for you? Because that looks freaking-tastic. Last pack. What do we got here? And Morlul. Okay. Picking up that Netball. Dude, you just made some money probably. I bet you this card goes for a clean $100 as a 10. Bet you my left nut it does. Let's go look it up. Curious. I mean, when it comes to the Pokeball cards, those are very popular. Oh my god. You did way better than you realized, man. Give me a sec. Let me show you. So the cheapest Netball is $200 as a 10. And your card looks like it has a good shot at being a 10. Wow. Jesus. Harvey says, how much for PSA? I'm going to have to ask 32 for PSA if the cheapest one right now is for sale for 200. It looks like it has a pretty good shot at a 10. If it didn't get a 10, it would be because this side's slightly smaller than that side, but it's pretty small difference, I'd say. I can catch it with my eyes because I've done this for so long. It's a question of if they'll take off for it. On the front, it looks perfect. I mean, these two sides look exactly the same. So I think it definitely has a shot at a 10. All right, we'll put that right there. Oops. And throw these over here. Harvey. How much are Defective Pikachu going to be sold for? They'll probably be pretty cheap, I think. I don't think Detective Pikachu packs are expensive. I think they're cheap. So it will depend when they arrive. They might be like Rebel Clash. They might be 5 for 20. Actually, I guess I could do a little research right now. No, I'm not going to do it in the middle of the live stream. Hip for cheese or for a face reveal. Oh my god. So this goes right over to Jaquez 8H. Jaquez. It's Jaquez. How's it going, man? You came back. How's it going, Jaquez? Jaquez, tonight was their night. I feel like Jaquez has not had a lot of luck in the past, but that was a very good pull. That'll definitely be one of the best pulls you can pull out of that set. Grade it. Sounds good. Sounds fan-freaking-tastic. Can't wait to see what this comes back as. Hopefully a 10, dude. Cross your fingers. This doesn't come back as a 10. I will eat my pokey hat. The Pikachu Detective set has a Mewtwo, and it has a Charizard in it. So it's not a totally meaningless set, but it's definitely not a set that's going to earn you very much. So, and I want to warn people that before they open it. Some people open for fun. Some people open because they want a complete set. But if you're trying to make money, probably don't worry about Detective Pikachu. Okay, so let's go ahead and update the PSA requests. We're going to have Jaquez in here. That's going to be Netball Secret Rare from Lost Thunder. Damn, I'm so jelly, man. These two cards, Netball and Lugia. I want to remind you guys, I came this close to opening up the last booster box on my own, and I think both of these would have been mine. I'd have snatched them. Snatched them. Oh well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. And so basically I didn't gain anything. That's my own fault for not opening it. We have Michael M. Cosmic. You got it, Michael. Now we'll just pull out an easy Charizard. 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Whose Lugia is that? Cap JP. I don't remember his name. I just remember Cap JP. Yeah, he pulled that yesterday. It was a very short stream, but it was a fantastic stream precisely because he pulled that. Really impressed. Okay, let's see what you get. Hopefully some more hot pulls tonight. Let's keep it going. I love it when we get hot pulls. So this is Scrope. What do we got here? Stoutland. Tyler, you did do good. Yeah, Tyler got some really hot pulls as well. Tyler got a really nice... Ooh, what do we have here? Blastoise Piplup. Nice, dude. It's looking a little off-center, so this one's probably going to be a 9. But it's a great-looking card. Maybe we can get a trainer card out of here as well. You love the hot pulls. Don't guy TCC. What are you saying? Bet you shower naked, too. That's right. I took a nice shower right before this stream, actually. Felt real nice and clean right afterwards. Okay, so you just pulled the one hot card, Blastoise Piplup, but it's not bad because you don't always get a full art. So this is going right over to Michael. Nice, Michael. So Michael, you would be in which box? Where's Michael? Lewis, Nate, El Gringo. Oh, man. We have way too much going on. Put that over there. Let's put these in the box. Can you pick a card to grade like we talked about? Oh, right. I owe Devin a grade. Yes, let's do that. Keith, Keller A, JC. Where's Michael? Is Michael on the side? I feel like Michael might be on the side. Jennifer. It's good to know where everyone's at real fast. Collision again. Quentin, Ryoma. Okay, so you're definitely over here somewhere. Here you are. Michael M. There you go, Michael. Very good. Everything's falling apart. So, Devin, let's take care of this real fast for Devin. Oh, you got a hot one right in the front, Devin. Red and blue tag teams. Awesome. Definitely this one. So that was the latest one you added to your group. Red and blue tag teams. Very popular, cool card. So, Devin, I'll go ahead and sleeve this up. Give me a second. I'm going to have to trade places with this guy. He's going to go in my box over here. We got some card savers on the way. Hopefully they show up Monday. In the meantime, I'm going to have to steal for myself. Really a great card to be grading. Low taxes, man. You can talk a lot about being free. Yeah, we're free. We got freedom of speech. You can say all those things. But you cannot always say you have low taxes. That is probably the biggest thing. People act like all these other things are important. Let me tell you what's important, guys. Low taxes are probably the most important part of whether or not you are an actually free person or not. Red and blue, full art, cosmic. You're in, Devin. Sweet. You know what I mean? It's one thing to have all these flowery supposed rights. Low taxes is the real deal. When government can come in and take a bunch of your money, you are not that free. Low taxes, probably at the top of my list of things that I want. You can take everything else as long as I have low taxes. Okay, let's see. Tyler says, evolutions, please keep the reverse hollows. Don't worry, Tyler. When it comes to evolutions, we always give out the reverse hollows for this set because the reverse hollows are so cool. Low taxes. The government stops taking so much of your money. How can everyone struggle so much with being poor and think it's cool to then have a government that takes all your money? They always, oh, we're going to tax the rich. But I looked at the tax rate in Scotland. They're not taxing the actual rich. They're taxing doctors. They're taxing lawyers. Those are normal jobs. Those are not like corporate CEO jobs. You know what I mean? Nidoran. Oh, holographic Mew, dude. Nice. Print line right there. Always a print line. Always a print line. All right, we'll place that right there. Still a beautiful card. Magnemite. Low taxes, I'm telling you guys. First day in 5 days able to get out of bed. Nice. Climbing out of bed. Time to start lifting weights with your back. Ooh, I thought that was going to be Charizard for a moment. It is Charmeleon. Got any vintage cards? I have a lot of vintage cards. Are you talking about vintage booster packs? I do have some vintage booster packs if you're wanting to open vintage real bad. I can open them for you right here, right now, but it's not going to be cheap. Here's Onyx. If you're asking if I own vintage cards, I own a ton of vintage cards. They're all behind me. Drowsy. All right, no luck pulling the reverse holo Charizard. Then there's me, Brokeback. Brokeback Mountain. That's right, Random Gaming. I have base set vintage. TCC, just sell me a fossil pack for 90. You won't. Chief, do you want to open a pack of fossil for 90 right now? If you do it right now, I'll go through with it. It's the 4th of July special just for you, Chief, because you like fossil. Do it just for you. Look at that Mew. So this goes right over to... Where does it go to? Oh, it goes to Tyler. Here you go, Tyler. It's the 4th of July Chief B special. I sold one of my base sets for 400. So after...
All right, I am in.
He says, all right, I'm in. All right, patching. There we go. All right, and we only have 2 packs of fossil left. This is one of the 2. This is for Chief B. Let's do it, Chief. Let's find out what you get. Good luck, Chief. Chief's opened a few of these. He got real lucky last time. Hopefully, double luck, right? Okay, the edges look good. Aerodactyl. Okay, not a bad one. Yeah. You know, I'm surprised this one doesn't get pulled more often. Aerodactyl was first introduced in the fossil set, and actually it makes perfect sense because it actually evolves from fossil. Yeah, the mysterious fossil card is used to evolve Aerodactyl. Very cool. Yeah, I like that one. I thought that Aerodactyl in the past was actually way cooler. I feel like they kind of gave up on that Pokemon, you know what I mean? He gets overlooked for sure these days. So we got Jigglypuff, Ekans, Cloyster, Krabby, Geodude, Golbat, Grimer, Mysterious Fossil, and Sandslash for your common uncommons. The nice thing about the card is it looks pretty well centered, Chief. Okay, let's find out if you already have a bag. Does Chief already have a bag? Chronic, I don't think you do. I feel like I'd remember if you'd purchased something this round. Chromag, I don't think you do. Let me get you a fresh bag. Nice. Beautiful card. Yeah, see the edges on it look pretty solid. Aerodactyl. Beautiful. And this is going to go right over to Chief B. There you go. Oh man, that box has gotten real full. The ABC box. Too many cards in it. Thanks for the discount. No problem, Chief. Chief, you opened up a few packs of fossil. I'm happy to give you that discount. I know the vintage packs are pretty pricey, so I appreciate you giving us a chance to see what's inside of those. Really, I do. How much is a fossil pack? Right now I sell them for 110, and I really just have the one left, so I'm going to have to stand firm on that price for the very last pack. But you know, if you can go looking for them elsewhere if if you're not interested. It is pretty pricey. I understand that. So I'll place this up here. We also have some jungle packs. Oops, there's jungle. We have a single Neo Genesis pack, which I've not offered for sale. We have rocket packs. We have a few of those. There might be a Dark Charizard in one of those.
Free the fossily boy. If it's 32, just let me know.
I think it'll be 18. Don't worry about it. We'll do 18. I'm going to try and get 18 for you guys more often now that I understand grading a bit better. We're going to do 18 on this one. So let's see. Where is... Oh, right. I have to get one, actually. Okay, this Malamar's coming out. It really sucks not having enough card savers. There we go. Slide this in here. So for Jungle, Rocket, and Fossil, I'm doing the same price of 110. Actually, Rocket probably costs more than 110. I don't think I priced the Rocket, did I? Chief B. I think I probably only added Jungle, didn't I? Let me add this to PSA requests. I'll be right back. Man, it's late at night, isn't it? Late night streams, man. Late night streams. So we're going to come in here. We're going to say Chief B. Fossil. Oh, wait. I don't have to say Fossil Aerodactyl. Then I say Fossil Japanese. All right, you're in? Sounds like I'm saying urine. Okay, so let's see. What do we have down here? Jap Fossil. Oh, Rocket should not be listed. Hold on. All right, yeah. We can list Rocket. There won't be much of a difference, actually. And actually, I think I might lower... I'm going to lower Jungle, actually. Okay, cool. Cool. How's it going, James B? How's it going, everyone? How do we have 56 people watching at 1:30 in the morning? I just got home from a party. I'm ready to rock. I mean, watch you guys open Pokemon cards. I know a lot of people must be coming home from their 4th of July parties. How was it? Did you guys shoot off lots of fireworks? Did you feel lots of freedom? Everyone's bored at home and likely can't sleep, so voila, you have an audience. Voila. Voila. 11:30, California. That's right, California way. People are still blowing up fireworks, that's why. Man, so many places don't want you to fire fireworks. It's so sad. It's like they're impeding on the celebration of the country itself. It's very frustrating. How many places say no fireworks? What's the best card in Jungle? So the best card is definitely going to be the Snorlax. If you can pull the Snorlax, you're going to be a very happy camper. Just woke up, happy partying. How's it going, man? Yeah, I can understand, though. People who have to work in the morning and all that. $4:30 p.m. What? I'm in Jamestown, VA, where the nation started, and I heard maybe one firework. Dude, that is pathetic. That is really sad, actually. Dude, that's so sad. Bonda says, how's it going? Just finished reading comments from stupid, ignorant leftists. Not NFL is making themselves look like clowns. Hi, Bonda. I didn't read into it, but I remember there was an article that showed up, like a headline, and it says something like, NFL is going to play a black anthem and then the American anthem, something like that. Jesus Christ. What's this? James B says small bois. You got it, James B. Why don't you treat yourself to some Shining Legends? I know, right? NYC sounds like a war zone still. What? This is going to be James B. I'll look it up real fast because I didn't read about it, but I saw it and I'm like, what? Imagine if there was like a Asian anthem before the American anthem played at like the NFL or something like that. It's just so bizarre and actually quite racist. Source, NFL plans to play Black National Anthem before Week 1 games. What? Are we... it's so separatist and collectivist in the thinking. You're American. You're American. In your mind, if you can't choose to be American, why are you here? You know what I mean? I really strongly believe in moving around and voting with your feet. That's why my wife and I were interested in moving to Scotland. I really do believe in moving around, you know, to the place that you want to live. If you hate America so goddamn much, consider leaving. Consider moving to the utopia that you think that the rest of the world is. Dude, we're Americans. Play the American. It's the NFL's not for black people. The NFL's for America. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, I know, right? Ryoma, Asian, Mexican, Black, European. Let's play every anthem before every... Because we can't just say we're all here together, unified, you know, in this country. We have to say, no, we're not American. We're some racial collectivist group. You know what I mean? It's so stupid. Subby says, we should have a world anthem with no lyrics, just a tune. Boosted Yeti says, it's depressed, don't be silly, we ain't asking for that. You're probably right, believe it or not. You're very likely probably right, because whenever there's, you know, people causing anger and frustration, that turns very easily into clickbait headlines, and clickbait headlines probably earn the most money. Man, it's just crazy though. But they're really doing it apparently, right? So it is news. It's just... How can we not all just be American together? So crazy. Tyler says, hey, TCC, do you think sealed modern theme decks will be valuable one day? Ooh, that's a great question. You know, they could be, but I would say if they cost roughly the amount of a booster box, why not just go straight for investing in the box? You know what I mean? The booster box. So I would say I wouldn't bother with it because there's a risk that it's not as valuable as a box. Has places started to close by your area again? No, they haven't. No, they haven't. You're talking about all the COVID stuff. Got to shut down all the businesses so the economy doesn't do well. It's an election year. God damn, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. If you're scared of getting the virus, please do yourself a favor and just don't go out. Let people move on with life. Let people who are not scared of the virus go out and get sick. There has to be a point where humanity moves on and gets back to living. We don't all stop going out because of the cold every year. We do it. We go out. Chief says, what's in the mystery games? Let's take a look.
I hope you had a great 4th of July, sir.
Ryoma says,
I loved your TikToks.
oh, thank you very much.
Cosmic, please, plus free pack you want.
Sounds good. So, Ryoma says, here in Houston, we have to wear the mask or get fined $250 or something. That's insane, man. That's so crazy. You just don't feel free at that point. How do you get, it's like, you know, I'm not beating up on Islam or anything like that, but I'm saying you got like the veils in Islam for the women over there, and they kind of have to wear that veil or else they don't get to go out or whatever it is, but it's like that, but for, I guess, this COVID thing, it's very much impeding on your personal freedoms, in my opinion. It's kind of like getting to decide whether or not the government tracks your phone. Yes, the government's trying to stop domestic terrorism, but also they're tracking you on your phone. So it's kind of like, it's very invasive, you know what I mean? It's supposed to be for your safety. It's supposed to be for your safety, but really it's government intrusion in your life. Here's the medium. So here's the medium.
No.
And here is the large. So the large is going to have this sexy Typhlosion in it. That's the smaller prize. This is the big prize. So the large, which is expensive, $20 for a spot, somebody is going to win these two cards together. They're worth about $500 together. Okay, so this is the big one. So if you want to hit a literal jackpot opening up custom booster packs, the large booster packs will give you a chance at a jackpot. Look at that. That's a big deal if you pull that, if you walk home with that. It's a lot of money. One guy for 20 bucks will take both of those home. And then 30 other people will lose. Good luck, guys, with the custom repacks. Let me get back on the stream. Whew. James says, Small Bois. Halo Fox. Hello Fox says, I hope you find a great 4th of July. By the way, love your TikToks. Let me get Cosmic, please. Plus free pack, you won't. You're correct, Hallow. Not in this case, because if I give away a free pack, what it does is it changes, you know, it makes it so that I have to open up the next box to get an even number of packs. Here we go. Masks get real hot. Well, you know, it's not about comfort. Yeah, I could be uncomfortable and wear the mask. It's about being allowed to make your own choices in the wild. You know, when you go outside, you're in the wild. And it's like the government's going to come in and tell you wear a mask or get fined. It's actually really crazy. It makes me feel like we need to go fight the government. Like, are you kidding me? Get these guys out of office. Whoever's telling you that you're going to pay the government money. That's what it always comes back to, is always money, dude. It's always about money. The government needs more money. It's not an accident that they're going to fine you $250 for it. They're not like, this will get the behavior we want. You know what I think they're going to do? They're going to rake in the cash. It's always about money. Get us that money. High taxes in Scotland. High taxes anywhere. It's about money. They want your goddamn money. They come up with programs like this because they're like, how can we squeeze money out of our citizens without getting in trouble with our citizens? Oh, I know. We'll tax them on the masks because we know the leftists will actually support this because science and all that. Oh, the virus is cured because we all put a mask on. That's not true. Tyler says, if those choices threaten someone else and could potentially harm them, then there shouldn't be a choice. I've got a 4-month-old and I tattoo for a living. If someone comes in with COVID and... So Tyler's... I understand the argument, Tyler. I actually understand the argument really well. It's kind of similar to the vaccine argument. It's like, should we have a right to not be vaccinated? You know what I mean? What do we got? Blastoise Piplup. So here's my take on it. My take is that business owners should be allowed to decide if people coming in or out of their business have to wear a mask. But your government in general should not be making that decision. That should be up to private citizens running a business. And if people don't like the business making that choice, they can decide to just not go to that business, right? But your own government, and the other thing is the business would just tell you to leave. The government will come in and take $250 from you. It's a ratchet, dude. It's theft. That's crazy. Tyler says, it's not a big deal to wear a mask. I've smoked since I was 13 and I wear one all day, every day, and breathe fine. No, you don't, but it's not about that. It's about being told what to do. A lot of people don't want to be told what to do, what to wear, you know what I mean? That's like some communist shit. You've got to wear the mask. Why? So you won't get the COVID. I want the COVID. Give me the COVID. I prefer the COVID. I would rather have the COVID than the mask. Just give it to me. So this goes right over to Hallow. Here we go. Give me the goddamn COVID. And let me walk around with no mask on my goddamn face. Somebody has a Gucci mask. There you go. Let's get cheese in here. Give me the goddamn COVID. I'm so tired of it. So, you know, again, if a private business wants to say, you got to wear the mask, can't come in here without the mask, that's one thing. I totally get that. But if you got your government rolling around You know, they see me rolling, right? If you got the government rolling around saying, wear the mask or we're going to ching steal $250 from you, that's the mafia, dude. That's crazy. Wear the mask or we're going to fine you $250. That's so much money, too. That's crazy. That's $250,000. That's so much money. You could open so many poker cards with that. Not that's crazy. That's authoritarian, in my opinion. Ridiculous. And it doesn't solve the problem. It doesn't. The problem is that the virus exists. What are you going to do about it? You're going to get it. You know what I mean? True Sighted says, that's fine till you decode, take that COVID you want and go mingle with others. I mean, it's like what I just said. It's happening, baby. You're going to get COVID. It's not like a matter of if you get COVID, it's when you get COVID. Unless you're going to go home and live in a bubble, you're getting COVID, man. COVID's happening. OCM says, I've had Supreme Mask for years. I was prepared. Nice, man. Vicious says, one large. You got it, Vicious. Ooh, look at that. Comedian compared COVID to a fart. The smell passes your drawers and pants, and another person still smells it. So this is going to be Vicious. And that's the craziest thing. Like, you go out and you put on this stupid little mask. It's got holes all over it. You guys have been out, right? You guys have been out. You've seen people wearing the mask. It's got airways in it. How do you think the air goes in and out to your face? All right. So it's like they claim that the mask, first they claim the masks don't work. Then they claim the masks work. And then I hear more information that the masks don't work. I just hear this back and forth. They claim that COVID lasts for like 3 days on the surface. They say COVID doesn't last on a surface. I'm so tired of it. Just give me the COVID. If I die, I die. Let society move on already. You can't stay indoors every winter because there's a cold that'll go around that'll give old people pneumonia and they'll die from that too, you know? I hate it. I hate it so much. I really do. And I'm respectful of people that disagree with me. If you really feel strongly about wearing the mask and all that stuff, you wear a mask. I'm not going to wear a mask. It's so dumb. And then the government's going to come in and say, here, you're not wearing a mask? We'll take $250. Why do you need $250? Put me in a jail cell. You don't need to take $250 from me. You just want my money. Because that's what it is with the government. It's always about your money. They're always trying to find ways to take it. It's crazy talk, man. Absolutely crazy. Got to get pokey rich. The WHO now said that only people directly caring for someone with COVID need to be wearing masks. See, right there. So the WHO... What does the WHO know even? The WHO's just like flip-flop, flip-flop, flip-flop. I don't care. Just give me COVID. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of being scared of COVID. True Sighted said, sure you are, but it's not supposed to be about if you get it, but when. It's supposedly about keeping the medical response from being overrun. Yeah, I totally get that. If you're... it's like what I've been saying. Just stay home and eat your ramen noodles and watch your television. Don't tell the rest of the world, you have to wear a mask for me. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're scared of COVID, put yourself in a goddamn bubble like the bubble boy. Okay, if you're really scared of COVID, get some, like, medical grade masks and all that shit. Because you think they work, so if you think they work, wear that shit. Don't tell the rest of the world that they have to put condoms on their face to not give you COVID. That's crazy. That's you imposing on someone else. It's just how it is.
You put my card in the wrong bag. Ha ha ha. 5 more, please.
Oh my God, did I really? Oh, Hollow K, not Hollow Fox. Thank you so much. He says 5 more. I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind over here over the COVID stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get it going, guys. I would rather die. Just please kill me, COVID. Take me. I'm ready. Life wasn't that good anyways. I'm ready to die. Give me the COVID. Give me that sweet, sweet release. Cover my head from head to toe. Give me that sweet release of COVID. I'm ready for it. Tastes like COVID. COVID toes. Give me those sweet little COVID toes. Where's that good COVID toes? Just cover me in it. COVID knocks on the door. Did you? What? Wear a mask during sex. There's Island Challenge Amulet. Mom! I wish I had the Odegarin mask. All right, I know what kind of merch I need. I spread COVID on my toast. Throw. TCT trying to get COVID. Give me that. So tasty. Give me that tasty, sweet COVID toes, man. There's Reshiram Zekrom. Okay, pulling 1GX. Just like last time, it looks like. Oh, what do we got here? Can I send you COVID in the mail? That's right. Unboxing COVID. Ah, tough luck, man. It's just Holo Guzzlord. You want the Holo Guzzlord? I toss him in. I'm just done with it. I really am. I'm ready to die so that we can stop talking about COVID-19. Oh, we got to shut everything down. Y'all got to wear the mask. The mask will stop the spread of COVID. You're crazy if you really believe that. You're really crazy if you really think the mask is about to stop COVID. If the mask is so good at stopping COVID, why are all the doctors and the nurses getting COVID? You know what I mean? The mask is so good at stopping COVID. It's not. It's terrible. You're going to get COVID if you get unlucky. If you don't want to be unlucky, just stay home for the rest of your life. Bruh, NBA starting in Florida, and now Florida cases is increasing. The cases are going to increase everywhere because we just had the... Did you guys see the riots? They were huge. The riots were huge. They were all over America. They were even in other countries. We have these massive riots of people in giant groups, many of them not wearing masks. The cases are going to spike. Everyone was saying that when the riots started. And it's funny how little they gave a shit about it. They just don't care. And it's like we're all oh, stay home. Don't do any business. Look out. You're going to spread the COVID. But it's like the moment people want to go out and riot, COVID's cool. Yeah, COVID's gone now. We solved the COVID. All you had to do was riot. So people are out there rioting. Just, you know, get into it. Just get that virus going already. It's obvious we want it. Cases go up because we're testing like a mother effer. Full art Lugia has been pulled from Lost Thunder. That's right, James B. That's the illusion that you can live in a society and not give up something for the privilege of belonging to it. CNN posted something like, protests slowed down the spread. Oh my God, that's some high IQ propaganda right there. That's crazy, anyone who believes that. The riots slowed down the spread. Oh no. Oh my God, man. Give me that sweet, tasty, delectable little COVID toes. I have a little tea, a little convivial. I'll be like, COVID, just like that. Let's protest COVID. I downloaded Norton Antivirus and I've been coronavirus free ever since. They just recently proposed a travel tax credit too. They literally want us to travel. Well, of course they introduced a tax credit. It is all about money, guys. It is all about money. They want your goddamn money. They're like, how do we get these people's money? It's always about money. The churches want your money. The politicians want your money. The businessmen want your money. Even researchers say, hey, give us a bunch of grants so we can research how dogs shit in the grass. You know, it's always about money. It's like everybody wakes up every day. You got to go to your job. Well, guess what? There's like smart people at the top. And they're like, how do we get money out of the serfs? And they just come up with terrible ideas. And then we suffer from it. They want your money. Well, Law, thanks again. Gets COVID. Let me use. That's right. We're gonna eat the Nullberry. True Sighted says you be reading, but you don't seem to comprehend what AIM written. Where's AIM? AIM's not here. America isn't about being safe. It's about being free and dumb. That's right. That's right. Give me freedom and dumb. I'm ready. Actually, the word free dumb has dumb on the second half of the word. Free dumb. Freedom. Free dumb. Get it right. Give me that sweet, long-lasted taste of death. That's right. Subby says, just use a full restore when you get COVID. Exactly. Full restore, problem solved. Free dumb. TCC willing to trade Expedition Vileplume for in-store credit. Expedition Vileplume. I think I would be. How much in-store credit would you want? Hold on, let me go find it. Oh man, I'd have to go digging for it. Give me a second. Freedom. It's right in the name. James, let me show you why we probably, well, I don't know, maybe we got a little bit of time. We might find it. Let me show you how much we got to ship. So all this has got to get shipped out. These are all PSA cards that belong to others. So your Vileplume's somewhere in here, but I'd have to go looking for it. Somebody else wanted to see like their Nidoking, and I'm like, yeah, I could find it for you, but I'm not gonna. Oh look, would you look at that? It was right in the front. It was the very first card, actually. Wow, that was actually extremely lucky. Freedom. Give me the dumb. I'm tired of people telling me how to be smart. I feel like they're all liars. James, I'll do, actually, I'm going to go the other direction. I'll do 60 on it if you want to sell it to me. 60. All right, I'm going to go put it back. If I wanted to do 80, that wouldn't make any sense for me. I'd be better off going off and buying it off of eBay. Mika says, to be smart, you got to spend $100 on this stream. That's right. What? I'm tired of people telling me what it means to be smart. That is one of the things that has really changed in me over time. I'm starting to look at the world different. You know, they think you're smart because you went to school and took a social studies class. You're not that smart. Smart people go out and they get rich. And then they tell you what they think smart is, and it's usually the things that don't make you rich. Smart people get rich. Codes! That's right. They tell you, oh, you got to learn all this Marxist garbage and grievance stuff in school, then you'll be smart. And it has nothing to do with getting rich, man. And these people who tell you how to think, they're all fucking wealthy. And then they tell you that you got to have more taxes. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. Devin says, how do you separate multiple cards in the same submission that goes to separate people? Well, basically there's two methods. One of them is to split them into separate submissions. The other method is to, well, there's three methods. The second method is to take pictures of each card so that you can see the physical differences between them. And the third method is to send them both in the same submission, but to simply have them in different submission numbers. So like position 1 and position 8, and then when the cards return, you just look for the card in position 1 and position 8. But I'm thinking that just to be on the safe side, if we submit multiple cards of the same type, from now on I'll always require a picture so that we can keep them separated visually as well. Mom keeps telling me I'm really smart, but I don't think I'm as smart as she thinks I am. Well, maybe she's wrong. My mom used to tell me I'm handsome. Now I'm sure she's, no, I'm just kidding. Anyways, but seriously, stop believing that you're intelligent until you figure out how to stop paying so much goddamn taxes and how to stop giving money to these guys like the priests and the, you know, and the holy men from whatever group you're in, and the dumbass politicians that put the country into bazillions of dollars of debt and then tell you they need more money. If you would just vote for them, they'll spend it. You know, it's crazy how much debt the United States is in. And all they talk about is how much money they're going to spend. Is really crazy. Donald Trump actually, most recently, you know, he's all like, oh, we're going to stop people from tearing down the statues. And then he said, we're going to make a new park, like a new statue park. And the first thing that came to my mind is, whose fucking money are you going to use with that? Stop spending. We went into more debt under Donald Trump. So yeah, maybe you agree with him on some things. He spent your money. Tell these guys to stop spending. They're going to need more money from you later. Tell these assholes to stop taking it. Yeah, you're not wearing a mask? We're going to have to take $250 from you. You mother... Chop his nuts off right now. But no, I mean, like, how do you think a country... Oh, so let me share this with you guys. My wife and I, we've been watching history videos every single day. We have just been watching history videos over and over and over again to get a better understanding of the world.
One Hibbin for the win.
One Hibbin for the win, says Tyler. So we've been watching history for no price at all. We didn't even have to pay $5,000 to go to school to learn this shit. It's for free. It's all for free on the internet. So we've been watching this endless amount of history. Number one indicator that a country is going to fail. Whoa!
Give me some of that good old SnS Base, please.
Sounds
mister.
good, Chief B. Number one indicator that a country is about to fall apart, too much debt. That's the number one indicator. Every time an empire rises and then falls, is from overspending. It's from incompetent leaders who keep spending. They just won't stop. They can't stop. They just say, we need more debt. More debt. It's always the same thing. There's not enough money. It's the same thing that makes every empire fall. Not enough money. And these guys, Donald Trump, he comes out, we're going to build a statue park. Well, that's great. But it's like, are you using your own money or are you using my money? Oh, it's my money, isn't it? Ah, tough luck, man. Charmeleon King is gone. My professor copies and pastes the link to YouTube videos, and that's the lesson. You pay for that. Think about that, subby. You're paying that guy crazy amounts of money to do that. Think about that for a second. You're in a rigged system. The rigged system is the educational system. He's doing this to you right now, I swear to God. He's got you. Give me a marker. The educational, because you're going to get so smart. The educational system has you like this. This is you with the little happy face because you're a happy guy, subby. And it has you upside down, and it's shaking you right now to get as much money out of you as possible. That's what's going on. And the government said, hey, let's give this guy a bunch of money. And the smart school guys say, you know what? He's got a bunch of government money. Let's turn him around and shake him a little harder. That's the game right now. It's a bunch of old people running the schools much smarter than you with money, and they're just shaking all the money out of you, knowing you got government money in your pockets. It's crazy. All right. Chief B. Let's get Chief B. Go look at the lectures. I know, all they do... I know exactly where you're coming from because I was just in school. I graduated. All they do, they pick out this crazy overpriced book. They pick out a crazy overpriced book that's been updated. The book's been updated specifically so that you can't use the earlier version of the book. So they update these books to make sure you can't do that. And then the teachers just know what's in the book, and they just blah, blah, blah. They just vomit the information back out at you, usually poorly. Some teachers are good. They're enthusiastic. But many of them are not because they teach this every goddamn year, and they get bored, right? Because that's what happens. People get bored. So they teach you the same garbage every year, and they don't care who you are because you're not their kid. And then you pay them insane amounts of money for this. And all you had to do was read an old version of the book that you got at your local Goodwill or off of the internet. It is a goddamn financial slavery ratchet. They put you into a sort of financial slavery with the banks and with the government to put you in school so you can get smart. Remember? Oh, smart. It's not smart at all. It's not smart at all to be good at some subject you'll never, ever use again in your life. And then to become some sort of, indentured servant to the bank in this system. And my wife and I, we took on $50,000 of debt, which is, that's a lot where we're from. Missouri's pretty cheap. But we think about it and we're like, man, some people go to the expensive schools. They go to the expensive schools. Their debts are larger than ours. So we took out $50K each. We came out of school 4 years older with $100,000 of debt. $100,000 of debt. That's a home, dude. You just gave out a home to this school in the form of government money. And now you pay interest on it. For years, you're going to pay interest on it. And you calculate the interest, and it's insane, dude. All right, here we go. Chief B, you ready? $250 because you're not wearing a mask. It's a ratchet, dude. It's a goddamn ratchet. $250 because you're not wearing a mask. That's crazy. Think about that. Wonder how many people they charged with that. Pity pack for that cold hidden? Nope. Not on the hidden. Hidden packs are probably the rarest and most expensive pack. Some packs that are lower cost, we can do pity pulls, but not the pricey ones. Not the pricey ones, I'm afraid. He says, any pack. All right, I will give you a pack of Digimon. Digimon pity pull. Just give Uncle Sam your money. He's a sad drunk. Nice. What are we pulling here? Full art Cramorant. All right. He's an okay Pokemon. I don't mind him. Love the vegan pulls. Don't worry. Starting out that way, it'll turn around. Let's see what we got next. Look at that. See, now you got Stonjourner and Cramorant. You're totally rich. You're Poke rich. Exactly. So look at what Matt says right here. He says the 100K you borrowed turns into 180K after interest rate. And he's right about that. If you were to make minimum payments on your student loans, and we both have student loans, over time, that 100K easily doubles in value. That 100K turns into 200K very quickly. And it's just really, really crazy because we look back at what we learned in college and we realized, holy shit, we didn't learn anything. We learned a few things. We learned about how to study really well. How to study, in other words, how to be a professional test taker, I guess is a good term, professional test takers. And we learned how to do computer science, how to code. So there were some good classes. Usually it was the hard science classes were good. Hard science classes like math, physics, and coding, those were good. But then there were all these garbage classes that they required you to take. Totally garbage social studies and unnecessary history. History is important, but it's unnecessary for getting a job. You don't need to know a bunch of world history to get a job. That's something you do later on your free time for free on YouTube. But they make you take all those classes to graduate. And it's like, by the end of it, you've doubled your time there from 2 years to 4 years just with unnecessary classes. And you guys have heard me rant on this multiple times, but it's such a ratchet, dude. It's the number one thing, I guarantee you, it's going to be the number one thing keeping young people poor. Hey, there's that Gengar, nice. There we go. I just want college to let us take classes that's actually part of our major. Right, yeah, and you know, my wife and I tried to do that, but it was really challenging because the classes we wanted weren't always in the correct time slots. Oh, Zamazenta full art. That's the secret rare. Congratulations, man. Hot pull. Awesome. We're having a great night, guys. Look at that. It's like a $200 card, man. Let's check the spacing on it. Spacing looks pretty decent. I think you have a shot. Yeah. Awesome. Chief's having a good night. You thought you were just going to have Cramorant and Stonjourner, huh? Imagine if you'd only opened 2 sets of 5. You went that extra set deep and it paid off. Look at that. Crazy. The centering looks pretty decent, Chief. Woo. Crazy. You pull out this huge debt for this useless student loan, totally outdated. Technology has changed. Most of the information that you learn in these classes is totally free online. So you miss out on learning it online for free. You go into this horrible debt, and then immediately afterwards, you pull out a house loan. You pull out a house loan or you pay rent, one or the other. If you pay rent, you lose money. If you get a house loan, you're going to lose money on that too. It's a trap, man. You're stuck between multiple debts with multiple interest rates. You gotta have a car. So, I mean, in most places, you got to have a car in the U.S. So you got the car, and it's horrible.
Raid the Shield Maiden, please.
The Shield Maiden. Shielded Maiden? Here, let me get the TV running again. All right, so this is going to Chief. Here you go, Chief. Congratulations on that hot pull, man. Yeah, so I actually care a lot about prosperity. This is the idea of everyone being wealthy, everyone getting wealthy. And it's like, you can't be wealthy if you are spending 4 years of your life reading a book that you could probably watch for free on YouTube, paying $500 for that book, and then paying some baldy, you know, glasses bastard from your local community college or whatever you go to, you know, you're not going to get rich. Just paying this guy billions of dollars to teach you a subject you can teach yourself. You're going to get poor real fast. You'll be trapped in the college debt, trapped in the house debt, trapped in the car debt, and every other form of debt, cell phone debt. Remember, guys, I don't have a cell phone plan. I've never owned a nice cell phone. So all these years, I've never paid for a nice cell phone. Just another way that I've avoided losing all my money. It's always about money. So let's see. Chief, you're going right into PSA requests. Zama, Zenta, Secret Rare, Sword and Shield Base. Get Pokey Rich with Digi Dollars. That's right, we're going to get Digimon now, guys. This Pokemon channel now collects Digimon cards. Just print your own money. My wife's trying to teach herself blockchain, by the way. She's been working on that real hard. So my wife's been learning blockchain because coders who know blockchain, they get paid better. There's a lot of job opportunities, but also because she's mildly interested in maybe contributing toward decentralized free speech platforms. Blockchain technology. She's smart. If she really wants to learn it, she'll probably learn it. She was one of the best coders in school. That's one of the things I liked about her. She was real good at it. You know, her company that she works for, they fired almost all of their software engineers, except for a handful of them. She was one of them. It didn't surprise me at all. They kept her on. My twin sister dropped out of high school and soon enough married a guy from the military and had a baby girl. TCC, are you interested in the other full arts I just pulled? Not really. What did you want to trade on them, Chief? Yeah, I would have to say not really. You're very lucky to pull this, though. That's going to make you some money. I support your wife. Holy crap, I just saw your Monster in a Real live stream, and you said you have a Pokemon card channel, and now I'm here. So this is Pokemon ASMR. How's it going, man? Welcome to the card channel. Yeah, I've been doing the cards more than Monster Hunter, and that's because Monster Hunter, we've just been waiting for Elatreon. He comes out soon, and when he comes back on, I'll be live streaming that. Vince says, TCC was like, hey, girl, I like the way you code. A little bit, actually. So what happened, Professor Vince, is, you know, I became the computer scientist president, and there was actually a few cute girls, believe it or not. There were a few cute girls who were coding. There were 3 of them specifically, and my wife was one of them. And I actually knew she was the better of the 3 at coding. So I was like, man, you know, I'm going to introduce myself to her. TCC, would you have traded Vileplume for 2 rounds of 1 of Evo, 1 medium, 1 small? Would you trade Vileplume? 2 rounds of Evolution, 1 medium, 1 small. Let me think about it for a second. That would be exactly 65. I would do that. James, you want to do that? Let's do it, James. Would I do that? No. I got to stick to 60, or else there's no point. Because the card's already gone through the small game. I can do 60 for you, but that's it. I can't go any higher than 60. It wouldn't make any sense for me to. True Sighted says, my GED, my junior year, I was bored to death, went to take college courses, enjoyed every second of most of it. I mean, I enjoyed college courses. I'm kind of a nerdy, sort of academic kind of guy. That's actually part of why I went. I enjoy reading. I enjoy learning almost all the time. I'm a very impatient learner, too. I absorb information very quickly. So I enjoy academia in that sense. But I enjoy... prosperity is probably what I enjoy the most. Knowing that the people around me can afford the things that they need. Seeing buildings built up. Oh, I love that. I get really into that. I get really passionate about buildings and communities. Now, I'm not talking about people communities. I'm talking about the buildings that create a community, right? I get really into that kind of shit. You know, how are buildings designed? How are whole neighborhoods designed? You know, how does Walmart work? How does Walmart feed us? I get really into that kind of stuff. City planning, and just sort of thinking about why do certain areas rise and fall, like Dubai, stuff like that. I get so deeply into that, and so it's frustrating to think that maybe there's a group of clever college runners who are telling these kids, you got to go to college to get rich. You don't, guys. You don't got to go to college to get rich. That is an absolute lie. I don't believe that one bit anymore. You know, even with coding especially, if you can learn to code without a degree and you become competent about it on your own, it's a sign that you know how to learn, you know how to research. You got to get online and start researching stuff, start doing difficult work. It means you're ambitious, you're motivated. And I would hire, if I was a, you know, if I was an HR, I would right now, I would hire a guy who taught himself to code way before I would hire somebody who just went through the, you know, they went through the motions and got a computer science degree. He would be at the top of my list to hire because I know he's ambitious and I know he's clever, because it is so much harder to get online and to start doing all the research on your own. You have to have that sort of built-in ambition and motivation to do it on your own. And the guy who went to school, he says, "Oh, I think I'm going to get rich, computer science," and then he shelled out a bunch of money. You know, it's not actually a sign of how intelligent you are at colleges. You know, I get very braggy when it comes to going to college because it makes you feel good, is the truth. But the reality is, ambitious people are rare. You don't find ambitious people. You find people who want to wake up, they want to be an employee, they want their health care and their 40 hours a week and their vacation. You don't find people that wake up and just say, I want to work 60 hours a week. I'm crazy. You don't meet people like that. They just don't show up very often. They don't have like the passion for it. Can I give my Stone Journal to Keith C? Sounds good. But yeah, so college is it's an intimidating thing, because I think what happens is you want to go with the flow. You want to be like everyone else. And if everyone else is going to college, you think that that's what makes everyone rich. You see what I'm saying? We're very social people. We look at each other for information on how we should be, you know what I mean? So you see everyone else going to college. And if you decide, "Oh, I'm not going to go to college," you're gonna spend the rest of your time worried that you've just made the wrong move. But going to college and having skill and going to college and being smart are not necessarily, you know, you're not necessarily going to go off and become rich and smart, is my point.
Medium pack for Chief B.
Medium pack for Chief B. Sounds good, Keith. Keith C. You know, that ability to just sort of wake up and say, I don't need a break. I don't need a holiday. I can work 60 hours a week. I love it. I'm a grizzly bear. That will set you so far apart from anyone else. It doesn't matter what degree they got. That grit, the ability to persevere, there's no college course for perseverance. That's inside of you. The ability to have perseverance and to ignore the work pain, the brain pain. You know, you get brain pain from work. To ignore that, it takes something special, sometimes a little bit of self-awareness of it, but also a goal and passion, and it's not easy to find that in people. The degree is just a piece of paper. And really, everyone gets the paper nowadays, don't they? They all go to college. I've got the paper, I've got the debt. And it's like, oh, wow, you're so rich now. You've got the college degree. No, not really. You're not really rich. You actually have to provide value to a business to become rich later. So if you can go to the business and say, I can provide $70, not 70, $70,000 of profit for you, the business will say, great, now we can pay you $50,000. And then you're still profitable enough for us to maintain. That's how it works. Most people do not go to school and come out of that school with the skills necessary to provide $70,000 a year of profit to a business. They're just as useless as when they went in. They come out and they're like, I know math now. Oh, that's great. Do you know how to use this coding environment? What? You know, it's silly. It's silly is what it is. You don't come out of school with actual valuable job skills. You just come out educated. You're so smart. Did he put my name down? Oh, I put it in your bag. Yes. Oh, did I write Keith? I did. I wrote Keith. Medium pack for Chief. Sorry about that. Chief B. There you go. My bad. You know what it was? I looked at Streamlabs and I went off with the name on Streamlabs. Went through school to work programs for years. Was better to learn a trade than to waste my time sitting in a dual classroom. Of course, I had to maintain 4.0 GPA to prove I knew what they were teaching. Nice. TCC, that medium pack was for Chief. We got it. Dude, he won't read everyone's messages. Yes, I will. I will read every single message. Stop lying, God tier boy. This is deep conversation I just walked into. How's it going, Blue? What are you talking about? We just opened up Poke Cards. We open Poke Cards and talk about girls. I know, but like it sat there at the bottom when no one was talking. I do not even know what you're talking about. If you think I'm ignoring any comments, you're very wrong. Hey, TCC, read my message. Big fat TCC trying to leave him alone. Read my message. Hey, mister. Mister, you better look over here right now. Proven wrong. Blue says, I do look like girls. Ew, cooties. This man has cooties. He reads it, something wrong with my account. TCC, read my thoughts. Subby wants a free Hibben, but I'm not giving it. Hey, pay attention to me. The females, Mom, the streamer is ignoring me. Mom, tell TCC to look. I've got your credit card. What happens when you try this and a message?
2 medium, please, sir.
2 medium for Julio R. You got it. I want people to be rich so they can come over here and consider picking up some Pokemon cards. Everyone's happy when they're rich. That's the truth.
1 small, please. Will you trade my bag for some evolutions if you're interested? Thanks.
Will you trade my bag? So this is going to Alex R. Depends on what's in your bag and what you want to trade. I will trade you 1 evolutions. Get rich so you can help the people around you, so you can build buildings. You know, that's what it's about. It's Mega Charizard's kind of nice. But he's got a white dot in the corner, of course. Gyarados. You know, to keep things uncomplicated for me, I'm going to turn down your offer. And it's not because you don't have nice cards. It's because I don't want to mess with it right now. I'm not in the right mindset to make smart decisions. I'm in the rant mindset. Man, I've got some... Did you guys know I've got some German ancestry? I want to know, when are they going to play the German anthem at the NFL? What the hell? Tell that to Switzerland. What about Switzerland? I'll give $2 and a very loose handy for a Hibben pack. All right, you got it, Chief. If everyone's super, nobody is. I think what you mean is if everyone is wealthy, nobody is. And it's true and it's false. So it's true in certain regards, kind of like maybe for certain limited products, like housing, for example. The price of housing goes up really hard. But then again, for renewable consumables, I would argue that everyone is more able to purchase them, and you can just ramp up production. You see what I'm saying? So more cards can be printed if the demand rises. So it's true and it's false. There's certain things that don't change. NFL are being clowns. Clowns? Where's my German anthem at the NFL? Hello? This is racist. Racist mother frickers. Where's my anthem, man? I need my racial anthem. Imagine playing a racial anthem. What? I changed my name, so this is going to be what I comment with. Sounds good. NFL putting race before country. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Is a backward step, guys. Step in the wrong direction. Everyone here is a clown, not gonna lie, and I'm here too. God Terror Boy is the clown Omega. He is not even the beta, he's the Omega. Chief B, you can be the clown alpha, because you pulled, what did he pull today? He pulled the Zamazenta today. I'm the biggest clown, Sasabi. The biggest moody clown. Vroom vroom. TCC, best advice for young people. Best advice for young people. Yeah, there's probably some advice I could give. Definitely, if you want a sexy partner, you have to become successful early. So I think that a lot of people care about dating at a young age, and they want a hookup, and they want to party. But I would say conservatism is your best friend, because if you decide I'm going to be frugal with my money, I'm going to work crazy hard, and I'm going to make something out of myself, and I'm going to invest my money and I'm not going to worry about hooking up with a bunch of people and having sex. What'll happen is when you reach a point in your career, and you do need to mix with people a lot, but you don't need to be going around freaking everybody. Your conservative values, if you get to a point where you have a certain amount of success in life, you become so attractive to the opposite sex or whatever, whoever you're dating. I don't care. But I'm saying if you are successful, it is so easy to attract people to you. It's very easy to attract people to you, you know, and it's you also you're more confident anyways. And then a lot of people, they want to, I guess one of the most popular things right now is all of this uh, cancel culture and all of this, I suppose, sensitivity to race and all this other stuff. Completely ignore all of that. Go straight for success. Don't let anyone take your mind and turn it into this sort of self-hate, grievance, victim mentality where all you care about is, ooh, equality this, equality that. Equality is a complete illusion. You're born unequal to each other. You're born smarter than one guy, you're born uglier than another guy. One guy's going to be stronger and faster than you. The other guy is going to be born into a wealthy family. Don't even think about it. You have to find out exactly what you're best at and go to work every single day, and that's it. And just ignore all that other garbage stuff, all the sadness and the tears. Oh, why am I not as rich and powerful as everyone else? Just ignore that garbage and go straight to work. 60 hours a week. Your free time is for work. People who think that you should work only 40 hours a week, they're garbage people. Well, they're not garbage people. Hold on. I'm all worked up. They're not garbage people. What I mean is they'll always be poor. You're going to be trapped in poorness if you think that 40-hour work week will make you wealthy. It never will. You got to go straight to 60. Try to go further than 60 if you've got the energy. When you're young, you have the energy. When you get old and you've got kids, you'll slow down. But before that, when you're young, you said young people, right? When you're young, go straight for 60 hours. Don't wait. You've got the energy when you're young to do 60 hours of work. Don't mess with the partying. Don't get a girl pregnant. Just go straight to 60 hours of work. Ignore all of the politics because it's not going to help you with anything. And just focus on your achievements and focus on avoiding debt. I would say when you move into a house, into a condo, buy the absolute smallest, cheapest thing you can ever. Small mystery. Avoid debt like the plague, dude. Debt is like a plague. And you need to be working on your assets. So this was one of the most formative things I learned when I was working for Coca-Cola. I realized one day, I woke up every day, Ryoma. Well, I mean, well, hold on, Ryoma. I strongly believe in having children too, though. So I believe the point is to have children. So the point of your financial success is so that you can go have children. On the list of things you should do when you get slightly older than young is to have a bunch of kids, because it turns out money doesn't matter. When you die, you don't bring your money with you. You don't bring your nice house with you. So the money doesn't matter. You got to have kids. But we're all talking about reaching that early young success so that you can go around, have a sexy partner, and have kids. You got to have the young success as fast as you can so you can turn it over to having kids. Avoid debt. Don't believe that school makes you smart. Don't get hooked up in all the sad victim mentality, negative attitude shit. You know, one of the things, when I was working at my very first job, Target, that was my very first job, just like anyone else, just a Target job, right? I had this ETL, executive team lead, who really liked me, and he said the reason he liked me was because I had the right attitude. And my attitude every day, I was like SpongeBob. I woke up, I said, let's do it. And I would go in there and I'd kill it. I'd get the work done really fast, lots of energy, and I never felt negative or grievanced or mad at anyone or jealous. I just had a simple, very focused mindset of get all the work done. You know, I'm doing this for my boss, and I don't care if he's wealthier than me. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to do a really good job, and he's going to be happy. And I never ran out of energy, ever. I always went there with an enormous amount of energy. And then, guess what? All the managers loved me. They all loved me. They thought I was the best thing ever. They would give me priority on positions I wanted. They would give me priority on the scheduling. They would even give me overtime, which was unheard of. And when I went to get my next job, you know, it wasn't hard at all to get the next job. I would use the managers as a reference. Bam, now I'm in Sam's Club. I got an instant job, you know, instant raise. Went up to like 10.50 back then. You know, it was minimum wage was lower when I was like 20. Or anyways, Sam's Club, I got a recommendation from a Coca-Cola vendor who put in a word for me at Coca-Cola, and I got a call from Coca-Cola because a guy knew, one of the Coca-Cola vendors knew how hard I would work, and he actually told his boss, and he recommended me to his boss, and that's how I got in with Coca-Cola, because he saw me working like, you know, like I was a madman, because that's how I worked. That was my work ethic, and it always has been. It always has been. When it came to school, you're going to give me a bunch of work, I'm going to go do it. Simple. Oh, I got to read chapters X, Y, Z. Okay, well, let's sit down and read the chapters. Got a lot of math homework? You know why most people fail math? They don't do the homework. They're like, I'll do that 2 hours before it's due. That's the wrong way to do it. You do it first. Doesn't matter. I mean, you're going to do it either way. Do it first when it arrives, the math homework. You're stuck. You got to go get your teacher then. You got to go get a friend. People don't have the energy. So young people, I don't know how to, I feel like taking a golf club to like a kid who's not working hard enough and just wanging him on the back of the head and telling him, get to work, you know. That's really what you need when you're young, is to just have that, you know, that ability. And I was lucky because actually I was able to do that to myself. Just tell myself to get back to work and stop caring about, you know, eating the marshmallow sooner or eating the cookie sooner. So important. Be like Abby. Who's Abby? But that's it. Energy. You have to be like the fountain of youth when it comes to energy, and it will unlock everything for you, honestly. If you have lots of energy, it unlocks everything. And being angry about somebody holding you down, you can, you know, you can go back to your bedroom and nurse your hurt feelings and go, oh, the world's not nice to me, people don't like me, people are being mean to me, you know. And you might even be legit. You might have people who actively hate you and want to hold you down. They actively would love to see you fail. They're terrible negative influences on you. They're toxic. All that could be, all of that could be true. You have to completely ignore it and do every step that is the right step for you to advance. That's all there is to it. There's, you know, when you look at the history of humankind, everyone's constantly killing each other. You just have to accept that that's the way the world is. You're born into a competition. There's a few sexy women for you to go date. Every guy wants to date those sexy women. So you have to kind of beat the other guys out of the way and say, I'm the best guy. I'm harder working. My job prospects are better than his, you know, and I like you better, by the way, than they do. And you kind of have to let the girl know that. And then they go, okay, yeah, we'll date. And if you've never done anything difficult in life, how are you going to say that? So a lot of people, they avoid pain. They kind of slowly move over to as much comfort as they want or as they can have. And know that the trick is to move right into the pain. You got to wake up and say, I'm going to be a millionaire one day if I work really hard. You have to ignore all the politics and just plow into the work and say, I can do 60 hours of work. It doesn't matter, I'm young. I can do 60 hours of work. It doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? So all of that, to answer your question, all of that's so important. And I think that, I don't know, people just don't think this way anymore. Zaslin says, I just want decent money, no children, and house somewhere in the mountains. Let me tell you something. If you have no children's, why don't you just jump off of that mountain cliff right now? You don't matter. You cease existing when you die. You have no children to inherit your genes, no children to inherit your work or to remember you by. The point of life is having children. If you don't have children or you can't have children, you can always adopt, but you better be having a family. That is the point of life, is to have a family. If you don't have a family, what are you doing with yourself? You're wasting your time. You think there's like a better way to jerk off in the future when you're rich? It's the same thing. Jerking off doesn't get any better. So you got to start thinking about your family. You know, there's no pleasure or hedonism that replaces having your own family. So don't believe that you'll be happy in the mountains, you'll be bored. He says, my genes end with me. I am Omega. But that's my point, is that when it comes to hedonism, when it comes to pleasure and sex and all that other crap, you can rub your genitals however you want and claim that it gives you an identity and claims, oh, I like this kink and that kink. And, you know, everyone's so wrapped up on sexuality and they completely forget that the point is to have a family, you know. And again, if you can't have children, go adopt children. Simple, not complicated. Go adopt children. I have an aunt and uncle who adopted their family because, you know, my aunt couldn't have children, so they adopted. So, but to think that the point of life is for you to go be alone because that's easier, it's the wrong thinking. Lana says, I'm 13, so this is the late night stream. What are you doing, man? Landon. Mom! TCC said jerking off, Mom. Mom! Mom, what's jerking off? Children aren't for me, but I'm not against them. They are for you, Zaslin. Zaslin, I'm telling you, you have convinced yourself that they are not for you. You have convinced yourself in your mind that they're not for you, but they are for you. Rama says Adult Swim only, 18. Mom, I went to the late night stream and he said jerking off. It's only in your mind that you believe that children aren't for you, but you exist today. You exist today because you have ancestors who have been having families for thousands of years, and it finally reached all the way up to you, Zaslin. And then finally, because we live in a convenient society with birth control where everyone's super depressed and hate themselves, you say, you know what? I'm not going to have children. And it's just such a terrible decision. You should decide right away that real happiness does not come from objects and money. It comes from having a family. That is the very first thing you should do. Keith says TCC is Pichu in the medium game. Yes, Pichu's in the medium game. Pichu's in the medium game. My small peanut-sized brain can't even imagine having kids. Well, someday your peanut-sized brain will evolve into a chestnut-sized brain, and then you will have 12 children, and it will be paid for by the government. Lena says, just a joke. That's the same loogie. I don't know, man. I feel like children take all your money, time, and energy, and then they are ungrateful. Yeah, maybe they do. Your children, not mine. I'll whip my children, and then they'll say, thank you. No, I'm kidding. I don't know how to make children love, but, you know, you can have bad children, I suppose, but that's a risk you take. But I can tell you one thing right now. If you never have children, you have a 100% chance of never having good children, and you're just going to die and life was meaningless. And if you really think life is meaningless, I can't help you. You know, you might as well cover yourself in peanut butter and, you know, go watch the ladies tennis and have a chug or whatever you do with your free time. But I can't help you if you already think that life is meaningless. But for people who do think that life is meaningful, let me tell you, there's nothing more meaningful than having a family at some point. Damn it, we got Doug Trio. That's not Charizard. Probably Charizard's in the next pack, guys. That's what I think. I think Charizard's probably in the next booster pack. Man, it'd be crazy if somebody opened it and got him. Alex says open another. And, you know, material goods will make you pretty happy. You can get on a Sea-Doo and ride across a lake and have a mansion and all that. My wife and I, we want to be prosperous and we want to be successful. But a lot of people, when you've never experienced any success in life and you don't have a lot of money, you think that everything is just about money. It's not. Eventually, you have enough money that you stop caring about money and you realize there's so much more to care about in life. How many kids do you want? You know, my wife and I hope to have a few kids. Maybe 3 would be, I think 3 is pretty normal. I had 11 siblings in my family. We had 11 children, and she came from a family of 3. So 3 is pretty normal. You can go for more if you want more, but if you're just going to have the one, that just replaces mom or it just replaces dad, but it doesn't replace mom and dad. So it's like, you should aim to have more than one, in my opinion. I would at least want a son. You know, I wouldn't want like 5 daughters. I'd want at least 1 son. It'd be boring if you only had girls. I used to play at Linden. You don't know what Fortnite is? Hey, mister, what's Fortnite? You playing Fortnite, mister? I accidentally dropped my ring in the trash. Where'd it go? Oh, it probably fell to the bottom. I play with some YouTubers. 3 is a good number. I was an only child. My cousins, then there were 6 of them. 3 is good. Why have children when you can have a company? Open Lost Thunder. Oh man, I'm never gonna find this ring. Well, I'll go looking for it later. Luckily, Pokemon trash is all, it's all plastic and foil, isn't it? So it's not that dirty. Well, guys, the stream has slowed down. It is the 4th of July stream. If you guys wanted, oh no, it's not. It's just an old ring from when I was younger. It's not like our marriage ring or anything like that. Do you guys want me to wrap up? I'm gonna go ahead and call. I'm gonna call last round if anyone wants to keep playing tonight, and I'm gonna keep looking for the ring while we're waiting. Maybe I will just see it at the bottom. Fortunately, the trash is really full. Probably I'm gonna have to end up dumping the trash out. Maybe I can just dump out certain parts of it. Like these tins. Pokemon. We're gonna be playing a lot of Monster Hunter pretty soon. Monster Hunter's finally having its title update, so we might slow down on the card streams for a little while. We might even go back to having Wednesdays and Thursdays off. Maybe if I shake the trash, she'll go to the edge. Shiny says, I like the day thing. You like every day a card stream? All right. Just because he said that, we're going to guarantee every day a card stream. Actually, you know, I was thinking about, Zaslin says, I thought you were talking about banning me. What? No, not at all. Not banning anyone. What was I saying, though? I don't remember what I was saying. Where is it? Keep pulling these tins out. Is it magnetic? Ooh, that's a good point, but I don't actually have a magnet, so I wouldn't know. I'm trying to make it fall into the bottom corner. There's not even that much trash in here. See, it's down there. And you can see it's just tin foil, and I just pulled a bunch of Hidden Fate tins out of the trash can to make some room. What kind of ring is it? It's just the metal ring I wear on my finger. I was playing with it, and it popped out of my hand right into the trash can, like perfectly. I see y'all spin that ring ever so often. I know, right? I swear, I hear clinks that make me think I found it. Oh, was that it? I think I did find it. Hold on. And I think I lost it again. Jesus. See you later, Landon. I'm just gonna start taking out more stuff to make this easier. Take these lids out. This is why I keep a powerful magnet tool. Ooh. You're gonna make me get one, man. Sadly, there's too much crap in here. It's really hard I'm just taking more and more trash out as I go. Imagine if I started recycling this. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. I can see that it is slowed down pretty hard, the live stream. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for the night. I'm going to wish you guys all a happy 4th of July, and I'll see you guys next time.